Oh, so welcome back, guys. This is Nandita Kothari and you're on my channel, Nandita Kothari. Welcome back. You like my shirt? It says cheese and it's misspelled. Cheese, 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 cheese. Yay! If you don't already know, I am 100% Indian, born and raised in India. Although I might have lived outside India for a lot of years, but I am still 100% Indian in my blood, okay? Yeah, sometimes I just feel very patriotic to my country. Have you thought about India? You probably might have, because of the Bollywood and butter chicken that is everywhere in the world, and you might also have a lot of stereotypes about India. So as an Indian, I feel obligated and I feel that it's my moral duty to break some stereotypes that the world has about India and Indians. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do today. As you've seen already in the title, I am going to talk about some of the very common stereotypes that I have heard. I know a lot of people who are not living in India and living outside, and they have sent me the stereotypes that they have heard a lot. Some of the stereotypes are absolutely nonsense, and some of them are actually in the it depends area, and some things are just true. Look what I did for this video. I made so many notes. I even highlighted them. I did my research. You see all the data and numbers? I did my research, okay? So I hope this helps break some stereotypes. If you're not Indian, I hope you would visit India someday and you will also fall in love with the country where I am 100% born and raised. Why these stereotypes exist in the first place has a lot of reasons. Some of them are based out of truth, but the truth that was the truth in the past, which is not true anymore. Or it comes from the projection of India in Hollywood movies and American sitcoms. I mean, all of you already probably know there's the Apu from Simpsons, there's Raj from Big Bang Theory, there's Slumdog Millionaire, there's Kelly from The Office, showed in American TV and Hollywood, which most of the world watches, and that is what they see and that is how they think India and Indians are. But I feel it's unfair that people make their assumptions about India by watching something that is made in United States of America and not even India. People really think that all Indians in the whole country is how it is portrayed in American media. Like, how does it make sense? So I am going to break some of the stereotypes. Let's see how much you know about India. So I am going to give you a lot of facts. Are you ready to learn a lot of facts about India? Yes, we are! Yay! Let's get started. So the number one thing, top of my list, that I've heard 100 times. So do you speak Hindu or do you speak Indian? I just burped, sorry. Every time I hear this question, I kind of just get confused for 2 seconds, because first, Indian or Hindu, they are neither of them are languages. So how can I speak them? Huh? So Indian is a word that you use for someone who is from India, like me. I am an Indian. It is not a language. Do you say that they speak American in United States of America? No, you don't. So same way. Do you say that they speak Brazilian in Brazil? No, they speak Portuguese, by the way, and not Spanish. So yeah, Indian is not a language. Second, Hindu is a word that you use for someone who follows the religion Hinduism. It's not a language. It has nothing to do with our language. So the language that we speak is called Hindi with an I. But then Hindi is not spoken by all the 1.2 billion population of India. India is a very big country, and it is actually a country which is basically just stitching together a lot of different kingdoms, a lot of different states together after we got independence. So all these independent states and kingdoms that existed before, they had their own culture, they have their own languages, they have their own style of living. So basically not all of us have the same roots, ancient roots, so to speak. So because of that, we don't have a national language to begin with. We have two official languages, which is Hindi and English, but we don't have any national language because there is no language that the majority of the population speaks. Talking about Hindi, it is only the mother tongue of around 43% of the population, so it's not even the majority. I mean, my mother tongue is Hindi, but like my friends back in India, their mother tongue is not Hindi. Their mother tongue is Gujarati, which is the language that we speak in the region where I live in India. Now, a lot of people understand and can speak Hindi, but there's also a very big population of Indians who don't speak any Hindi and do not understand any Hindi. So we have 23 languages which are constitutionally recognized, and we have around more than 500 languages spoken across the country. Every region, every state has their own language, every kind of region has their own version of that language. So India is a very big country, a very diverse country, and we have a lot of languages. So the best way that I can show you how many languages we speak is literally just on our currency note. Now if you see on every Indian banknote, you'll see the denomination of the note written in 15 different languages in every note. They write the denomination in all these different languages, so no, we don't all speak Hindi. Oh, you speak really good English. It's not necessarily a compliment for us because technically a lot of Indians are bilinguals like me, and we have had our whole education right from kindergarten till university all in English. So for us, English is kind of a language that we grew up with, and it is kind of a second language. We were a British colony for more than 200 years, and they left English in our country. English is one of our official languages along with Hindi, as I said, and India has the second biggest population of English speakers after United States of America. Like, even when we talk in our mother tongues, we don't speak in pure mother tongue. So if I am speaking in Hindi, I would never talk in pure Hindi. Like, no one does that. Not even my grandparents, they speak in pure Hindi. It has just kind of evolved over time because of the colonization and everything. Over time, our languages have changed a lot. So now we don't really speak Hindi. We speak something what we call Hinglish, which is Hindi plus English, because we use a lot of English vocabulary when we are talking in our mother tongues. We use the Hindi grammatical pattern but put in English words all the time. Everywhere where you can select languages, you'll find English India. So you'll have English United States of America, English Australia, English United Kingdom, English Ireland, and you'll have English India. So that kind of explains why we speak fluent English. So yeah, don't be surprised. Do you eat meat? Or they just get surprised because of the fact that I eat meat. A lot of people think that all Indians are vegetarians and we don't eat meat at all, especially beef. Now, as I said, India is a huge country with a lot of different religions and a lot of different people from a lot of different cultural backgrounds. So dietary restrictions vary from region to region, from religion to religion, from caste to caste. It really depends everywhere. India does have the biggest vegetarian population in the world, but we also have a very big population who eat meat and fish. There was a survey done of Indians above 15 years of age, and 71% of them said that they consume meat and fish. So that is a big number. So why people don't consume meat has basically two reasons. One is for non-violence, which basically comes from the religious dietary restrictions, and one is purity. So eating meat or blood related stuff was considered impure. So that came from the caste system that we used to have. Right now in the urban areas especially, the caste system kind of doesn't exist anymore, but it still prevails in the rural India. So like the highest caste, which was the Brahmins, they wouldn't eat meat or blood related stuff because it was considered impure, and the lowest caste would eat everything pretty much. But right now people don't really follow caste system, nor they follow the dietary restrictions in the religions. A lot of Indians eat meat and fish. Also, it also really depends on the geography. So people in the coastal areas, they have been eating seafood forever because they live on the coast. India is a huge country and a lot of people eat meat, so don't get surprised if we eat meat. But there are also a lot of Indians who are vegetarians, so we have a big population. So it is kind of, it depends situation, okay? So yeah, but not all of us are vegetarians. All Indians are good at mathematics and coding. I kind of see where this comes from, because a huge population of Indian kids, they study IT and engineering and all the other engineering fields, and all these good top engineers, the smart ones, they go out of India. They get scouted by the big tech companies, and huge part of the population that lives outside India, they are either engineers or doctors. So people outside India, they kind of come into contact majorly with Indians who are in the engineering field or the medical field. So it is not your fault if you think that all Indians are good at mathematics and coding, but it is not true. A lot of Indians, they are not really good at maths, including me. I mean, I kind of was good at math, but I did drop out of maths in high school. So I have a lot of friends who are really bad at math, and I know a lot of people who have literally zero knowledge about coding, including myself. I mean, I have never learned how to code seriously until I came to South Korea. So no, yeah, not all of us are good at maths and coding. It's just the people you meet outside India are usually from those fields, so you kind of assume that all of us are like that. But no, our population is more than 1.2 billion people, and not all are mathematicians and coders. So don't expect us to fix your computers or do your accounts. This one I have experienced only in South Korea, and I think it's because their education doesn't really focus on world geography a lot. I have been asked multiple times, at least more than 5 times, if India and Indonesia were the same country. Now, no, this is a hardcore no. India and Indonesia are 2 different countries. We have cows everywhere on the roads. Now this is actually true. I'm not going to contest it, but yes, we have cows everywhere on the road. Sometimes they might be sitting in the middle of the road and you just need to go around. They have just become a part of our traffic now. So yeah, it is true. And the cows have actually adapted to the traffic. So the cows actually are really smart, okay? They cross the road only when they see that there are no cars coming, and if they see that there is a car coming, they would stand still. They wouldn't move at all. You just go around it, and then the cow will continue going wherever he or she wants to go. Yeah, we have kind of just learned how to drive on the roads with cows. If you have other stereotypes or misconceptions about India that you have heard, or you know, or you think, drop them in the comment box and I would try my best to clear them. So that was it for today, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already done that, and click that like button and drop in a comment or 2 if you want. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye. Yay!